Peter Miller, Tarzana, California, and I'm a real estate agent here in the Los Angeles area. Power bills, just they keep going up,
Yeah.
and the warmer it gets out here, the more the AC keeps running, and it got to the point where every other month I was crying. It's just, I mean, I used to be a teacher and I cried every other week when I got paid, and now when I see these power bills, and I tell people it's more than I pay for rent. And I just so there was an email from a group called Energy Sage,
Hmm.
and they're like farmers. They give you all of these different companies, and they started throwing different things at me. So I interviewed on the phone a couple of them, and then set up 4 appointments because I'm one of those kind of guys. I want to see what everyone's offering. Two of them didn't show up. One of them came and tried to strong arm me to get me to sign right away. And the other one, I wasn't interested. I didn't like what they were talking. They weren't willing to back up their labor and materials. And then when I talked to somebody I work with in the office, he referred Sam from next door. And from the minute he actually showed up early, which is unheard of, I mean, most real estate agents don't show up early for appointments. And just the presentation, the manner, and the biggest thing is, he goes, I'm not going to pressure you to do this. It's your decision with your house. And that resonates with me because that's what I like to do with customer service as well. You're buying a house. It's one of the four biggest decisions you're going to make in your life. You get married, you buy a house, you have a kid, you get divorced. Those are the big four. As I always say to people. But this is your prized possession. And Deborah and I have been on this location in this house since 1995. And then we knocked it down 15 years ago because we literally couldn't find anything that made us happy. So I designed the property, and we've all got our rooms and everything like that. But a big house takes on big responsibilities with big utility bills. And I had heard all the disaster stories about leasing the equipment, and I definitely wasn't interested in that. And the companies that do that seem like they're the shysters or the scammers in the business because, unless you read that fine print, you're locked in with them. And as an aside, even in business, I've had some deals almost go upside down because they wouldn't transfer over the leases. And then when I got together and Sam explained to me the financing, and he was the first one that also said, oh, we can do this for you and we can offer that for you. And I said, and how much extra is that? He goes, no, 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 no. He goes, this is part of our package. And oh, by the way, did I tell you that you're going to get rebates back if you follow what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden I had somebody who was really looking out for my family and not just saying, do this because, it's the only green deal in town. And to a T, everything from how we've gone along, even with a minor hiccup or two, it's been great. It's been great. And I still, my friend in the office who has already done it, we talk about it, we laugh about it because he interviewed a ton of people also. But for me, it was like, I have to be comfortable with who I'm going to work for. And just explaining the background and the warranties and things like that of the company, I knew it was a no-brainer. I stopped talking to people. After I signed the deal with Sam, actually one of the salespeople from that blew me off on the phone called me 3 weeks later and said, hey, are you available tomorrow? So, it validated that we were with the right people. Guys showed up earlier than they were supposed to. And I'm waiting for the hiccup, and it seems like they're delivering and then over delivering. The guys are clean, they're neat, they're courteous. They want to make sure that they're not intruding on us, or that they're in our way, we're in their way. So far, it's great. I'm excited to see what my panels look like because we sit up on a knoll, and I really haven't had a chance to see it yet. But they're neat. They're great. They're terrific. I've started referring you to people. We have a couple of agents in our office that have asked me how it's going, and I said it's been great. And so now one of very good friends of ours, her office is across from mine. I said, okay, if you're interested, you got to talk to these people. And it was funny. She goes, well, I'm the team block leader, so to speak, with 4 other neighbors. And I saw her this morning and I said, Dana, how's it going? She goes, well, I kind of told them that I'm going to take the step into this. And she owns a Tesla. So she understands the whole thing. And now 3 of her neighbors are up on it. And she's like, it's good enough for you. We're not going to interview anyone else. We just want to make sure it works for us. So, you want to work. It's like in real estate. You want to work with people you like, because if you're in an escrow for 30 days, 45 days, 60, you're bound. And you got to make sure you're working step by step. Every time I call you, you always respond. If I text you at 6:30 in the morning, you respond, because I'm up early. You work late like I do as well. So there hasn't been a time where I've gotten frustrated yet. I think my only frustration is going to come with the city of Los Angeles, to be honest with you, because I know how they work. They work reverse. Well, my eye opener was watching the first video where I saw the little kid with the plastic bucket drinking out of the water with all the bugs in it. And that just blew me away. And then there was another one where the water was dripping to the side. Was it a dog or a cat? And the water was just rusted, and I'm thinking, oh my God, there's no water, but if this is what they're down to. I mean, the images of such in the videos it's pretty powerful. And here I am complaining about the quality of the water coming out of our tap, that it's just, we're fortunate. But I think the fact that you guys are giving back for what this is it's great. It's a testament to the quality of who you guys are. And it's not just, okay, we're done with the job, good luck, take care of it. I mean, we've had conversations where, okay, I'm going to work with you on your bill to make sure you get these credits and things like that. And you're going above and beyond. And that's one of the things that I try and do in my business, because literally, I mean, I do a lot of new construction. I would say my developers are pretty much referrals. So, you're only as good as your last client. And, that's what you're looking for, is to build a referral base. But the charity work is really commendable. And if you guys are giving back on that and it can help those kids and those families, more power to you guys. I'm not going to stop referring you guys. I can tell you that. Everything is, we'll go along on it. I'm sure there'll be a hiccup or two, but I'm not worried, because you're always around. So you have our business and you have our clients and our friends. And one of our neighbors, I think, asked the other day, God, what's all this going on here? And I said, well, you'll see in the next couple of days. And he said, oh my God, you're putting solar in. And I'm like, yeah, I should have done it years ago, but it wasn't, timing wasn't right. So no, we're good. We're good.